In this video, I want to talk to you about manifesting and what it takes in order to begin manifesting the things that you want in your life. So I'm going to explain to you about me and where I have started and where I am now on my journey and the things that I have manifested already into my life. So what I am doing does work. A manifestation does work. I'm here to help you, so let's get into it. Everybody thinks, oh, I'd love to be able to do that. I'd love to have that amount of money. I'd love to have that in my life. I'd love to have that person in my life. And they see these videos and they think, I'll give it a go. And they give it a go and nothing happens. And you think, well, that clearly doesn't work for me. But it will. It will. When you start off, you're in a different position than where you need to be. And it's as simple as that. When you first start off, you are in a low vibrational state. And these are because of things like anger, bitterness, jealousy, resentment, frustration, annoyance. Be honest with yourself. How many of these emotions do you experience on a daily basis? Think about it today. Become more aware of what's happening today in your life. You'll be in the kitchen. Something will fall out of the cupboard. What's your first reaction? Is it, ugh? Or is it, oh well, maybe I'm not supposed to eat that because it's not healthy for me? There's a big difference. There's a big difference in the two emotional states. So not letting yourself get angry or worked up as much as possible is one thing you have to start correcting, because you're in this lower vibrational mood. And we need to raise your mood into higher vibrational states like love, joy, peace, harmony, gratitude. There's so many emotions. Gratitude and love are really right up there at the top. And it's only through gratitude that my life began to change. I'm going to get into that shortly, but I want to just keep talking more about these different things and how it can affect your life. So you're driving along and you need to be somewhere. You're already getting a bit anxious because maybe you're cutting it fine. You need to be there in so many minutes and you're thinking, I'm not going to make it. I'm not going to make it. I'm not going to make it. And what happens? How often does this happen? You're hitting red lights. You're hitting traffic. Somebody's going seemingly slow across the road and you're like, come on, come on. Someone's waiting to turn out and they're being hesitant. It's like, come on. That mood is being lowered into these lower vibrational moods. It's as simple as this. The moods are where you need to begin with. Just take a deep breath. Take a deep breath and think. Think to yourself. I've just realised I've been angry. I've been bitter. I've been jealous. I was resentful. I was frustrated. And change it. You're not going to get it right every single time. But the more times throughout the day you can go into this higher state, the better things are going to become. Because you've got this scale of emotions. They start off down at the bottom. Anger, bitterness, resentment, jealousy. And as you go up, most people are somewhere here. They're kind of neutral. And you're just going throughout the day like this. Lost in your thoughts. Be honest with yourself. So, it's all about raising your mood to raise your vibrational state. That's great. Start with practicing that. Start every single day with a little bit of gratitude. First thing you do when you wake up in the morning, write down or talk to yourself, tell yourself what are you grateful for today. And you can be grateful for things, for people in your life, for circumstances, and for what you can see with your eyes and what you can hear, what you can smell. Yeah? You're going to be grateful that you've got working eyes or your ears work, that you can hear people. Be grateful that you've got legs that work, if your legs work. Be grateful that you can walk. Be grateful that you can see the sunrise. Be grateful that you walk down the street and someone says, morning, and you say morning back. feel how that feels. It's amazing how that feels. Gratitude has been fundamental for me in changing my life. It absolutely has. I've been walking for 299 days now, every morning about 5 a.m. And I've literally just come back, and this has been on my mind to make this little video for you. So gratitude is a big part of it. Go about your day. Even just the little things, okay? You've got a job. Maybe you've got a job. Think, I'm thankful that I have a job. It may not be the job that is my life's purpose. It may not be a job that I truly adore. And for most people, that's generally the case. But you can say, I'm thankful that I have a job. I'm thankful that every single week I'm able to put food on the table. I'm thankful that this job is putting a roof over my head. The point is, it's all about raising your mood, raising your frequency, and expressing gratitude. Start off with those. You'll notice over time that your life will improve. I started giving money to people that are homeless. I started giving money to people that were giving away these magazines, trying to make a bit of, the big issue. People that are trying to make a little bit of cash just to buy something. I started buying food. I started giving to charity. I was seeing stories online and people setting up GoFundMe. I started donating. It makes you feel good. You don't need to make a big song and dance about it. You just do it because you know you've helped another person. So do these things. Now, that has to be part of your life. How do we do the manifesting stuff? There are many ways and many techniques. I'm going to tell you 2 which have 1,000,000% worked for me. And I'm going to tell you what they actually do. Now, these techniques change your core belief. I want to talk about core belief before I get into the techniques. So core belief is knowing with absolute certainty that you can do something. What is the one thing that you can do amazingly well? It might be something at work, you might not enjoy it, but you can do it with your eyes closed. You can put something from there into that machine, and actually you're the best on that production line for doing that. And you know that. You've got that sense of knowing. Okay, it's your core belief. Okay, when you get good at something, let's say you get good at running, you know that you're a good runner. This is what it's all about. It's affecting your core belief. So the two techniques that I'm going to talk about now are scripting and affirmations. And I have used both of these, and both of these have worked in an amazing way for me. What I'll tell you is I set up another YouTube channel on walking, fitness, self-improvement, and living a happier, healthier life, as well as setting up this manifesting channel. One, because I want to become healthier and fitter and change my life from how I've been living it, drinking alcohol and eating, and now I no longer eat junk as much and I don't drink. The point is, creating that channel changed my life because it's led me to lead these healthier habits. Anyway, I wanted to get the channel to 1,000 subscribers, so I took a notebook and I wrote down in this notebook like a few pages of what my life would look like as I'm writing in a diary in the present tense, as though that thing had already happened and this was like a day in the life. So as an example, this is what it would be like. I'm so happy today that my YouTube channel, Shaunus, is now at over 1,000 subscribers. And it just makes me feel amazing. It's getting close to getting monetized. And I'm walking every day and it feels amazing. And then every day I'm so grateful that I get to walk. I get to lead this amazing life and see the sun come up. Okay? And I would script something like that every single day. And I would look at it and read it and I would take those feelings in. And do you know what happened? The channel bobbed along, but then it quickly shot up to 1,000 subscribers in a very short amount of time. It's all about having the belief to do it. Sometimes you've just got to go in blind. You may not believe it, but keep doing it anyway. Because the belief in the situations and the circumstances come to you. Now, I reached those 1,000 subscribers. It didn't happen the next day, but after a week or so, you could see the graph started to shoot up in a massive way. And I'll put that on screen now. And then I stopped the scripting, thinking everything's great now. And then the traffic sort of went back down, but it bobbed along for several months. And that's when I decided to try affirmations. And so I created an affirmation that I wanted to get that channel to 4,000 watch hours, which is a requirement of YouTube, so that you can then get the channel monetized and start to earn money. And after doing these affirmations for a few days, you can see a second spike in the traffic. And I'll show you that now on the screen. But that's what happened. Now, it didn't happen straight away, because you're saying these affirmations and you don't always believe them at first. But as you keep saying them, morning and night, 15 minutes in the morning, 15 minutes at night, without fail, do this over and over and over. And you'll find it hard. And some days you'll under 5 minutes. And some days you'll half say it. And you'll not have much feeling with it. But just do it. Do your best. If it's not perfect, that's fine. But keep doing it. The consistency is what matters. So my affirmation went like this. I'm so happy now that my Shawness channel has reached 4,000 watch hours. And the channel is now making money. I'm so happy that my Shawness channel is it has now got 4,000 watch hours and is now making money. And I would say that over and over and over. So that's it. That is this video. That is very clearly, in a nutshell, what has happened to me in the last 10 months since I started my walking channel, Shawness, by the way. If you want to go have a look at that, you're more than welcome. But I'm using this manifestation channel to try out the techniques that I'm learning and developing as I'm going on that channel, and then also to other areas of my life. I also want to grow this channel. So I'm going to be doing some manifestation techniques to grow this channel in time, which I will show you. So if you like this, give us one of them. Give us a thumbs up, because it helps the channel to grow. Press that subscribe button. Leave me a comment. All of this tells YouTube that other people would also be interested in watching this content. And I would truly appreciate it if you could do that. I need to get the word out. I need to share my success, what I have done to help me grow, my channel grow, and the things and the dreams that I want come into my life. So thank you very much for watching. You know what you need to do. Let me know in the comments how you are getting on with your manifestations. Are you a complete beginner? Are you well ahead than me, which is totally fine. I want you to be, because I can learn from you. Let me know how you're getting on. We'll see you in the next video. Take care.